Hey guys, welcome to Uncommon. I am TJ, this is Uncommon, and so are you. Today we're talking about the COVID-19 virus and how it's connected to a story we're all familiar with, Passover. So if you're new to the broadcast, we usually dial in about this time every week talking about topics around husbands, dads, and leaders, and a few miscellaneous topics here and there. And so one thing you can do to help support this ministry is our membership program. We have a great set of features for that program. And so please take a moment to check that out. And so that is $25 a year for that program on our website. And you can take a look at that anytime, see some of the features, if it fits your needs. If you're looking for a deeper experience with Uncommon as far as content, it's a great way to support us and a great way to get more content for yourself. We have extended our t-shirt promo. That should be announced April 1st. So next Wednesday, we'll announce the t-shirt that is most voted for, and that will go up on our store and be purchased. Today I'm wearing our usual Uncommon hashtag fight communism. When I wear this out, people always look at that and say, fight communism? Yeah. Oh wait, you got a typo. It's like, no, it's not a typo. So it's a great talking point. And then around the COVID-19 topic, we have created a section on our website. If you go to our website, under the menu bar, under resources, there actually is a COVID-19. We're going to start to put all of our COVID-19 topic content there. So be easy to find. Last week, I wrote one called 10 Ways Christians Can Be at Peace and Thrive During COVID-19. And so we have a couple of articles that have just come in, and we are just about finished writing another one that's going to go up there. So please be looking at that page. We'll put it in the comment section here so you can view what is there now. So, hey, we got a new visitor, Angie Trapp. Welcome to the session. I'm assuming you heard and I saw you commented on that fire today too. Holy cow, we got Pat Gary in here as well. See, everybody who's home is looking for content online. I'm sorry to say, here I am. It may not be as enjoyable as other ones, but it is free. So welcome to the session. So each week I always harass my guys with a question of the week. And so this week, Angie and Pat and Dana, you can chime in the comments below to this question as well. What is your stress habit? We're all probably dealing with a lot of stress right now. What is your go-to? Like, do you overeat? Do you lose sleep? Bite your nails? Whatever, you got to exercise or whatever it is. What do you go to in times of stress? Obviously, we should be going to God in times of stress, with prayer and His Word, but many times we turn to things that may not be the best for us. And so some of the guys wrote back in, a couple of guys were like me, foodies, said eating, specifically eating sweets. I escape into video games. I get a little negative sometimes. Lack of sleep. I tend to isolate myself, or I become critical of things. And so one of them was I like to run and exercise when I get stressed. There's always one healthy guy out there who has this answer that is, too good to be true. And I told T-Way, I said, I'm not a runner, so if you ever see me running, run as well, because something is coming. I'm not doing it for pleasure. I'm doing it for self-preservation. So as you can see, we all have something we turn to. And so welcome Rebecca and Donna to the session. In case you guys don't know, this is Uncommon. It's a men's ministry, but we talk about what guys kind of go through and some of the things that we try to do and, get better at being a husband, dad, and leader. So we're talking about a few things today around the COVID-19 virus and trials and temptations, right? Little did we know back in early January where the world would be here in March of 2020. And to be honest with ourselves, even if we knew back in December about this, we'd probably be stressing about it way back then. So James 1:2-4, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Let's see, it's maybe the first time that some of you have kind of gone through something as like this. This is probably, you have to go back to something around a world war to see something impact the whole planet like this. And so difficult times obviously are going to push you into areas that you're unfamiliar with. And many of us don't do well outside of our comfort zone. And so whether you are, at the peak of the mountain or the base of it, there is something for you to learn out of this time. John 14:27, this peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give it to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. And so we're going to go through these things. They're not going to make sense. As you can see, every time you turn on the news, there's always something new that is shocking, sobering, scary. And so one of the articles we had just written last week focused on some things that you can do, not just for yourself, for your community, but also for your family as you're going through this, because many of us are dealing with at home, a concentrated time at home, and we're not familiar with doing that. My family and I tend to, we go out a little bit here and there, but we work from our home. And so we're comfortable being there. But as soon as you say you cannot go out, that's usually when you want to go out, right? So adjusting your perspective while you're at home, especially being smart with your decisions, because you definitely don't want to get sick if you're not, or if you are sick, expose someone else. There's some articles out there that are very sobering about what happens if you wind up going into the hospital. And if it winds up going poorly, it could be that you're passing away alone in a hospital because your family members cannot visit you. And so, as we always do each week, we kind of our articles to find out what we have written about that may tie to what we're talking about. And so this one here is called Powerful Reasons Why Community is Important to All Believers. And so our community right now may have shrunk to our living room, the size of our house. And so you may be able to go out and walk around a little bit, but you're still unable to fellowship with people like we used to. These articles were written sometimes by the Uncommen team, sometimes by volunteers. So it is a nice tapestry of point of views around certain topics. And then, of course, you know that we went through Katrina, my family and I, some time ago. So we're a little bit battle tested when it comes to these crazy, surreal times. And so this article I wrote years and years ago called Thank God for Katrina. It may sound like a strange title, but read it and you'll understand why. And then another one is When Life Brings Nothing But Change. You may have gone out a week ago and been able to buy 14 rolls of toilet paper. And then you go out yesterday, and if you can find it, you may have been able to buy 1 roll of toilet paper. Things change during uncertain times. And so it's good to be prepared. It's good to be wise with your time and where you go. Obviously, we're saying stay home And I don't know about your area, but in our area, we just got a stay-home mandate yesterday that kicked in at 8 o'clock this morning for the next 21 days. We can go to the grocery store, obviously, maybe get gas or, pharmacy and that kind of stuff. But to visit friends or something like that, we're encouraged not to. I say encouraged. I think it's highly encouraged based off of some of the police reports. So, and then another one we always do each week is we give a devotion that we write for YouVersion. So on YouVersion, it's called thebible.com for the website, or the Bible app. We've been writing monthly devotions for them for quite some time. We just passed 40 devotions on that platform. This one was written a while back, and it's called Fear Not. And so if you are able to go download the Bible app, you could go to this lesson plan, take it. Many of these plans are not related to just men. It's just believers in general or unbelievers going through something. We're trying to challenge and encourage people wherever they are in their walk in their life in general. And right now, people are looking for content. They're looking for some answers or some comfort. People going through different things, whether you are, if you're having allergies right now, every time you sneeze, you think you're going to die because you think you have the coronavirus. And so I can see that it's very, very anxious out there, and it's not going to get better before it gets a little bit worse, I hate to say. Before you wind up going out, I don't care if they sound the all clear, please check different resources. Don't just use one resource for news. Check, make sure that you've gone to a couple different sources, local as well as international. Make sure that you're confirming what you're reading, because once you do go out and expose yourself, whether it be to someone who may have it or you may have it to someone else, it may be too late then, because you may start to show symptoms. So this week's piece is going to be a little bit short. Usually we go about a half hour, but I just wanted to step in here and see if I can give a little bit of comfort to people. We do this every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think we're going to try to do a short video on Tuesdays while everybody's at home and they're in between their Netflix binge. If you want to see an awkward bald guy on Facebook Live, well, here he is, free to gawk at. So be sure to tune in on Thursdays at 2 Eastern Standard Time, or you can look at some of our previous ones. I went back the other day and I counted. I think we're at about 39 done. So we've been doing this for almost 40 weeks on our weekly schedule. So it's a ton of content. Everything from marriage to parenting to pornography to divorce to marriage, everything else. And so coming up April 1st is a big day. It's one of our anniversary days. And so is it a big day for us turning another year, but we also are releasing some new content. Every year we develop content and we push it out, and April 1st is going to be our next milestone for new content that could be purchased. It will be volume 4, but the difference of these compared to previous years we had topics of husband, dad, and leader, and those PDFs, like 20 articles in each PDF. This year we're releasing topic-focused PDFs of marriage, life, parenting. 3 of the ones that are releasing April 1st. We'll have another 3 set probably the month or 2 after that. So we have a lot of good things coming up. Obviously, our next devotion will be coming up April 1st. It is going to be related to Easter. I say related to Easter. It's not like primarily around Easter, but those are related to Easter. And so that should be interesting to see. And so if this ministry has ever been a blessing to you in some way, please prayerfully consider supporting us financially. We had a gentleman in our military who is stationed somewhere I can't mention, step up to be another ongoing contributor. So we are halfway to our goal. We need 6 more people to be ongoing contributors, and that could be between $5 and $500, whatever fits your budget. And so you can sign up on our newsletter on our website at uncommen.org. Obviously, we're on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We have many, many videos for your viewing pleasure. And so I hope and pray that you are staying well and being smart with your stay home time. We may never get another time like this. Use it wisely. Pour into you, your family, your kids, your prayer, your walk with God, all these things that we could be doing, because eventually, when this is over, just think of how much better you're going to be if you could invest some quality time into your walk with Christ. So as we always end it, every week we say the same thing. And if you're new to the channel, enjoy it. And if you're one of us and if you're part of the tribe, you can say it with me. Since you're going to be something, be uncommon.